second bouts on the night. At this stage, we got rest, so they can come back for their second bouts on the night. At this stage, we got Pat Christofi in the blue corner, and his opponent George Castro in the red corner. George Castro is trained by John Skeeter, and Pat Christofi trained by Jade from Sunshine. And the bout's on already. Pat coming in dominating with a few front kicks.
Pat Christofi in the black trunks on the left. George Castro in the blue with yellow piping. Very important fight for Pat Christofi here. Nice combinations. Oh, Pat Christofi jumps right on top of Castro. Castro covering up, throws a wild punch of his own. Doesn't land. Pat Christofi tries a low kick, gets caught with the right hand on the occasion. A round kick of his own. Pat Christofi with that knee brace on his right knee, suffering an injury a couple of weeks ago, but he's there again tonight. And look at that big left hook there by Castro, just misses the mark. Pat Christofi in great shape. Evidence there of hard work that he's prepared himself for this fight. He really wants to win this fight. Castro being aggressive, pushes Pat Christofi on the ropes, and the referee Joe Lanciano warning for the holding and pushing.
Joe Lanciano, of course, be watching these guys very, very carefully. Very aggressive, the support bout here tonight. Castro taking it up to Christofi again. Christofi, the taller of the two.
Pat Christofi, at this point, I think he's so far ahead in this round. Big right hand by Castro on that occasion. Big punches, no one landing at this point. Low kicks by both guys. Uppercuts there by Christofi.
I think Pat Christofi is looking pretty good at this stage of the fight stand. And,
well, let me tell you.
I just hope that his fitness usually lets him down. If his fitness goes through, he should do very well on this fight.
He's doing very well at this point. I think he surprised a lot of people. Nice long jabs. He's got his hands down. A lot of touch of arrogance there by Christofi, trying to develop some confidence perhaps. He's holding on there, which is smart. You know, you've got to be smart. You've got to hold on if he's in close like that. Let the referee break it up. And it's a good little move there. George Castro, jabs, right hands. He's using that overhand right. Hasn't landed at this point. Pat Christofi starting to breathe a little heavy there. Now they're starting to open up. Inside leg kick, and there's the bell. It's a good round for Pat Christofi.
Yes, it's a good round so far, and that's what I was worried about, that heavy breathing. If that comes in more often towards the end of the fight, and if it goes the distance, he could be in trouble.
Well, let me tell you guys, I spoke to Pat Christofi a little earlier before the event, and he told me that, look, he said, Stan, I know I don't have all the natural ability. I know I'm not a great fighter, but I'm enjoying it. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm going out there and giving it a go. More than some people can say out there that never had put on the gloves and don't have any idea what it's like in the ring. So I've got to give him credit for that. You know, he's training, he's learning, and he's slowly getting there. You know, he's working hard. He's not, like I said earlier, he doesn't have the natural ability. He's not one of these naturals. He works very hard to get where he is. As you see now in the corner with John Sheeter, George Castro following instructions by John Sheeter from Sunshine. John Sheeter, of course, has another great fighter with, what's that fighter's name?
Anthony Vella, just in the corner they were helping him out.
There you go, Anthony Vella. Okay. We go into the crowd there, and people enjoying the show, and a few concerned faces there, probably following their fighters.
Absolute capacity house here tonight, which is great. Kickboxing is gathering momentum as it goes along, and I think there's
the martial arts control board there looking very closely too, as you notice.
Indeed, and I think there's a statement in all of this as we go into round number 2.
Nice front kick,
and that's it. It's not a bunch of street fighters.
Good round out kick there by Pat.
Technically expert guys out here who are absolute athletes.
That's right, and good ambassadors for the sport and role models. There we are. Here we go now, back to the ring. It's the second round of 2. Joe Lanciano, the second round of 3 rounds.
2 different styles here.
Overhand right by Castro again. Nothing really landing. Pat Christofi holding on. Referee Joe Lanciano breaks him apart. Castro coming forward. Low kick, doesn't land. Pat Christofi moving around. It looks pretty free at this point, Tariq. It looks pretty comfortable. Oh, he gets one there. Ooh, I wonder if that's affected him a little bit. He holds him in a headlock, waiting for the referee to break him up.
Joe Lanciano having a couple of words to him about it, but it's all part of the game. Castro bringing the fight up to him again, just charging in. We've got Pat just sitting back trying to be rangy about it. He can't afford to be at this time. He's got to take the fight more up to Castro.
I think
uppercuts there by Pat Christofi, but nothing really effective.
Pat just hurt himself a little bit in that round from what I just noticed. He's been pulling that left leg of his back.
Seems to be limping a little bit. He's under a spot of bother. He's trying to not show anything to Castro. Castro coming in again, more aggressive front kick. Overhand right by Castro, misses the mark. Left hook there by Castro. Overhand right, left hook. Oh, nothing really landing, but doesn't look good for Pat at this point. Pat's got to come back if he wants to win this round. So Pat Christofi, hands up.
speaking to Pat earlier on, and
Right hand by Castro.
he has got a few physical problems that maybe he should not probably be in one of these fights. But he's just trying to prove a point himself, to come back and try his best and tell himself that he can do the sport.
Toe to toe, both fellas at the moment. Pat Christofi in the black trunks. George Castro from Sunshine in the blue trunks with gold piping. Nice jab by Pat Christofi. Another jab, but he gets caught with the right hand.
Good overhand there.
Oh, Pat Christofi's in trouble.
Good overhand by George Castro there. And
Just on the bell.
Right on the bell. Pat, right at the moment, would be welcoming that bell, be sitting down, be taking it all in where it's all happening and where he needs to go from here and point. And if in fact what Tarek said is correct, you know, he is trying to prove something to everybody here. He's had to overcome injury. That's a big ask for everyone. I don't think anybody appreciates how much stress and strain is out there, apart from the man sitting in the middle of a stand. Of course, that's a big thing to overcome these problems.
Well, you can understand, he's not a natural, as I said earlier. He hasn't been training for a long time, and he wants to go in there and have a go. And let me tell you something. Tariq will vouch for this. I mean, he's got a great following. You know, he gets quite a few hundred people to come to watch him, and he's really working hard. He's not a natural. He says it to me all the time. He's there and he goes, I don't care what people say about me. I enjoy it, and I'll tell you, I'm going to win my next one coming up. So hopefully he can put it together here tonight.
He obviously first won at your door when you were just about to put a show on.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
He's first one at your door to put his name down when you want to put a show on.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, well, good on him. Well, we'll see how Pat goes now. If he can regain his composure. Of course, the range of the two fighters. And George Castro, his opponent here tonight, the shorter of the two, Joe Lanciano, the referee at centre ring, calling Castro up.
Joe Lanciano called it, and there's the third and final round.
I think the fight's pretty even, so whoever takes this round should take the fight out.
Oh, Castro straight into it there, and attempted an uppercut, didn't quite come off the way he wanted it to. Referee calls, fight on.
Pat Christofi, I think, still under... Oh, a big left hook there, landed by George Castro. Pat Christofi, I still feel that he's got a problem, Tarek, with that leg of his.
He does look like he's got a problem with that leg, just the way he's trying to shape up.
However, Castro hasn't got onto it, though, has he?
No.
There's that leg kick he just copped there. Pat Christofi on the ropes. He's in trouble. He's fatigued. He's tired. He's holding on. Referee Lanciano breaking it up. Calling for time out here, Lanciano. Taking George Castro to a neutral corner. What's Lanciano doing here? I'm not quite sure. I think Pat Christofi's got a problem.
For holding?
I'm not quite sure. Anyway, referee lets it go on. Jab by Pat Christofi. Right hands by Castro. A bit sloppy. Not really landing. Not much there, really, at this point. Not the most exciting fight so far seen this evening compared to the guys from the best of the best, you know?
No, but then again, one has to say that both of them, they're doing their best, and that's exactly what's happening. Castro going in very hard now.
Pat Christofi's hanging in there, showing a lot of courage. He's in a lot of pain, but he refuses to go down, Tarek. He refuses to go down. You've got to give him a lot of courage.
Oh, what a heart.
He's definitely putting all his heart in there. I don't think at this stage it's his heart that's keeping him up.
Oh, have a look at this.
He's in trouble. Castro sensing victory here. Short left hook, doesn't really land. Both guys look like they're ready to collapse. Pat Christofi in trouble. He's in trouble in that corner. In the blue corner, he's holding on.
Talking about comparing the fights from this one to the other ones before.
Lanciano now sending Castro back to the neutral corner. Have a look at Christofi. He can hardly hang onto the ropes, and Lanciano will be watching him very, very carefully.
Pat Christofi in trouble. He's in trouble. Can he hang on for a few more seconds? Pat Christofi showing courage. He's holding on. I think he's got a lot of problems with that left leg, Tarek. Ian, how do you see it? He seems like he's really hobbing on the leg.
Yeah, I'm amazed that Castro hasn't tried to capitalise on it a lot more. He's starting to do some leg work now, but it's been a long time coming. Oh, right cross there.
Pat Christofi hanging on.
I think Pat just wants to finish the fight at this stage.
And there's the bell. There's the bell. Two very, very tired athletes.
Pat Christofi, George Castro. Let's go to Howard Lee. George Castro